Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Chat. Today we have a special guest.
Hi.
It's my substitute teacher, Lydia.
hmm
Woo! She looks like a substitute teacher.
That is what I've been giving since going to college, but I eat it up every time.
Yeah. We this is gonna be really difficult because we have to work on not speaking over each other and cutting each other off.
hmm
Um, which we are not great at. Why am I so nervous? Okay, so we have like a few potential topic ideas, but we're gonna just start with discussing like how our friendship came to be.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna have Lydia really take the reins on this one.
Okay, first you need to say like what you were doing at the time because you provoked it.
I I just like don't really like what do you mean? Like what do you possibly mean?
Like you kind of talked about it in a different podcast episode, but you were like heavy in your like coding gray, like
Okay.
mustard yellow.
Okay, yeah. I was really into, yeah, the 2018 aesthetic. I literally made a whole podcast episode about it. Like, I loved Billie Eilish, Conan Gray, Emma Chamberlain, and speaking of Emma Chamberlain, Lydia at the time, I think, also really liked Emma Chamberlain because
hmm
she proceeded. We went to the same
No,
dance.
wait, yeah. We
Yeah,
pause.
you can go. You can go.
We went to the same dance studio and I saw Reagan and like I don't know, like I was just like fascinated by her and like I followed her on Instagram and I saw her YouTube videos and I was like, oh my gosh,
And
she's so
then,
cool. Like I'm
okay.
in love with her. Like I'm trying to like be her friend. I'm trying to slide. And so like I did what any sane person, like I was networking God from day one. So I slid into the DMs.
Fan. She slid into my DMs. I maybe if I'm editing, I'll put in the screenshot of the DM, but she said, take
I
the
don't know exactly how I went about it, but I do know that I was like, you remind me of a clean Emma Chamberlain because she didn't cuss. And like at the time, I was like, period, like she doesn't cuss. Like that means
can't
she's
do
like,
enough of this. Like, yeah, like
yeah,
she said, you remind me of a clean Emma Chamberlain. Spell image or spell Chamberlain wrong, and then put this emoji.
Chamberlain.
Yeah, Chamberlain, and then put this emoji, and then said, keep the good work up. Literally was gagged, and I remember I didn't reply to it because I was like, why the fuck would she say that I'm a clean Emma Chamberlain? Like, I just want to be Emma Chamberlain. I don't want to be clean. Like, I remember being mad about it. Like, I was like, this is really flattering, but like I was pissed. Honestly, awful on my part. Like, I don't know why. Like, that was so nice of you to do.
I know.
And then
I know.
we danced together. She was always on the higher dance team. And then we started to become friends because me and Paige were on the same dance team, and then Lydia
Mhm.
was the higher one. Fuck you. And then this is already not going well. Like we're already fighting. This is already not going well. Holy shit. Okay.
No, it's fine.
And then yeah, and then our friendship just flourished from there. Something that like we have in common is we are both like really freaky and weird. Like I would say like we have this like connection of just being very mentally ill and very weird and like that really like not to be like
We're different, but we are different.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I keep telling people that and they're like, what like
They don't want
what
the
do you
freak until
do?
they see it.
And then I start slowly spilling stuff we've done.
This, this sounds so weird. What the fuck?
It really just they start to get it.
We should have never done this. We should have never done this. I'm so scared. Okay, I think we need a topic. I'm like,
Well, we I think the topic at hand, like that we should talk about is that we both are just like have been unsuccessful in high school of in love.
yeah. Yeah, something we really bond over. We have a friend group and everyone for the most part has had like experiences in high school of
Hmm.
romantic experiences, whatever. And we both just struggled in that department a little bit. I
And
mean,
it's probably because like it's really hard to like flourish, other romantic relationships when we're so in love ourselves.
and I didn't know if we were going to touch on that today, honestly. I'm surprised you brought it up. But I mean, yeah, that I think was the biggest issue at hand was just like it was hard.
It's just like it's hard to get others to like see you in that light when like we're all over each other and like, yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, no. On a different note, um, I mean, like I had one boyfriend for like 3 weeks. And Lydia knew him very well. We were, oh my God, we could talk about our friendship breakup.
Oh my God, yeah. But first of all, her boyfriend strangled me once.
Yeah. He
Hmm.
was aggressive. Um, yeah, he was a little physically aggressive, not in like a
And it was in a public space.
clock him, clock him.
No, but I'm saying like it wasn't like that bad. Like it was a joke,
But it was
but
a
his
choke.
arm was around my neck.
I'll never forget your face being like whatever it happened.
I was gagged.
It was bad. But no, he was just a little oddball. Um, and yeah, we did for like 3 weeks, but we were like really good friends for a while. But like, I honestly don't even count that as like romantic relationship.
Did
Like,
y'all kiss
no,
ever?
we literally never even kissed. So, um, yeah, I consider it that I didn't have any romance in high school going on.
Hmm.
Besides, my Yubo man.
Game.
We're gonna name
Okay, let's be actually like I first like we need to clear the air like because like if people watch this like that don't like know us like Reagan and I didn't date like I know like every picture we have with each other does kind of give off that energy but like I with the most like love
what are you gonna say? I'm just so scared.
like we would just never work on so many levels.
Okay, that's like a really kind thing to say because I thought you were just gonna say like something a little more heinous and like rude, but no, that's true. It
No.
doesn't work. Um, yeah, no, you were gonna post for my birthday and you said like it's really hard to beat the dating allegations because every picture we
Mhm.
have together we look like we're dating.
But really like I think we're the only ones that put those allegations on ourselves.
No one's like saying
No,
dating. It's
actually, no, because when I, during this is segue, during our friendship breakup,
okay.
when I like was talking to other people and like I would talk about like our relationship, like the whole squad's relationship, that
Okay.
I like was told that like people thought that we all were sexually involved in, in one way or another. And I'd be so dead ass. Like that was told to me that like we all like probably kissed and like did stuff, which no.
I'm gagged. You've never told me that. Who
Really?
can you name drop or you just tell
Can
me?
you bleep her?
I have that in my ability. It's just if I'm gonna remember is the question. Just okay, who? They both thought. Okay, I'll bleep it. This will be good because I
But
don't.
like
Oh my God,
it wasn't like I don't think they thought we were like, like Eiffel Towering, but like
it's okay.
I definitely like there was like I think they thought there was some like sexual tension. These
Hello?
all
Hi, this is Reagan.
Yes.
Hi, this is the Plasma Center in Stillwater. We were just calling to see if you had any questions or concerns about donating plasma. We saw that you signed up a while back but hadn't been in.
Yes. No, I don't think I have any questions. Period. Sorry, it was just the plasma center calling me to see if I needed to donate. So we were at friendship breakup. Before
yeah,
that, boyfriend. Okay, let's just go to the friendship breakup.
yeah. And
Okay.
then we can like segue like later into the sad romantic life, but
Okay.
you know.
Okay. I think we also have to talk about Gabe, Yubo guy for a little bit.
Well, we both like have like a history on Yubo. You obviously have one more. I don't remember a single person I talked to on Yubo, but I do know I had an account.
Yeah. No, I remember you had a guy. I only remember one. Yeah, and it's that story. Okay.
Was I swiping on girls when I had a Yubo, or was that solely guys for me?
No, I think it was girls.
Because I don't really
I
remember.
think it was girls because I remember before you could get Tinder, you were trying to find a girl on Yubo.
No, but like don't put that on my name. Like that was like fresh.
Oh my God, no, we have to tell your coming out story to me of how I like.
Fucking ate me up.
Okay. Let's start with that one. Okay, so let's paint a picture. Sophomore year, COVID, my sophomore year, her freshman year, COVID. Okay.
Hmm.
Lydia was trapped in Alabama during COVID for a while.
Yeah.
Explain that.
So basically, my dad rents condos in Alabama. Like he's a man of multiple endeavors. And we were at one of those condos. They were like doing work at them. And COVID happened. And they were like, we're not going to drive home during COVID and like interact with all these gas stations. I don't know, like
No, yeah.
beats the fuck out of me. I have to burp. I
Okay.
really hope you could just hear that little.
I
Anyway.
can hear it, but maybe the audio picked it up. Continue.
um, And so, yeah, we were trapped in Alabama. Like, that was really the start of my depression because I had no one. Like, I feel like no, like, obviously, like big whoop, like, nobody had anyone. Like, I was like doing just fine. Like, fucking
No,
people were
but
dying.
you were like literally trapped in Alabama in a place you don't live alone. Like you had no one besides your parents. So
Yeah, but like, this is really besides the point. Like, it just like really, I was doing some soul searching in
cutting
Alabama.
your hair, cutting your hair.
I cut a bob. Um, I also dyed it purple before the bob, like that we often forget about.
That was before. No, that was after, I thought.
No, it was before the bob. I dyed like the ends, I think, and we cut them off when the
Uh,
bob happened.
okay.
But yeah, like I was really just going through it. And I don't know, like I was really just like on TikTok, like as everyone is. And like when you're on TikTok and you see like that was peak like 2019, 2020 lesbian drama on TikTok. Like I was up in that. And I was like, wow, I'm gay.
Period.
Dramatic pause.
Okay.
And I'm I'm gay. And then I literally like the second night after I figured it out, I was like, I gotta tell someone. So I sat in a bathtub and I called my two girls up. And it took me a second to get it out because sorry, like I had to build up to it.
Well, let me take the story from here. She
Okay.
calls us in the bathtub, obviously not doing well. And so me and Paige were like, we FaceTimed all the time, and we were very like at the time like unserious little friend group, I feel like.
Mhm.
And so we're talking, and Lydia keeps saying like, oh, there's something I need to tell y'all. Like, there's something I need to tell. And she kept saying it. And so I thought she was joking because she just kept saying it and it didn't, I don't know what I took it as, but it didn't seem that serious to me. So I was like,
Mhm.
whatever. And then I don't know why I just like left the call. Like, I left the call.
Yeah.
Um, and then Paige was
Well, no, I know why you were like, I'm done with this shit. Like, cut the shit. I'm leaving. Fuck you. Fuck gay people.
No, I was just like, I remember being like fed up. I was like, just fucking tell it. Like I thought she was pranking me for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought she was pranking me. So then I leave and Paige is texting me and is like, you need to get back on the call. She's like,
Because I told Paige and poor little Paige, like, Paige was like very, like, I don't even know if she was like, like, she was just like religious. And I
yeah.
don't know, like, how much, like, at the time, but like, she had just never encountered this. Like Reagan had like other little gay people in her life. Like and
Other little gay people.
Paige just had the
She
fucking
knew Modern
guys on
Family.
Modern Family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
That.
And so when I told her, she was so cutie. She was so supportive, but you could tell like she was a little like gagged.
She was gagged. I've had like four people come out to me, so I knew what I was fucking dealing with.
Yeah, but then you came back on the call and I told you, and I don't even remember. I remember I said, I was like, if I change my mind in a week, like, you better not hold this against me.
Yeah, that was a big thing was like, because really with you, like you never know where the
You
opinions
never know. And you what? You want to know what? Like, you know,
we're back, we're back where we started.
yeah, you never do
Um,
know.
but no, yeah, with the thing with Lydia is like she could be having a like a whole different identity one week and then the next week it changed. And it's
Hmm.
awesome because we get to see so many versions of you. But she came out. I don't remember, yeah, I don't remember my reaction. I remember though I was gagged because I was like, I had no clue she was gay at all. Like we've said this so many times, but she was like talked about as like the boy crazy girl, obviously was projection. But she
Hmm.
was known at our dance studio as like the boy crazy girl. Like, oh my God, Lydia just wants every boy. She was obsessed with Timothy Chalamet, gay. And I just had no clue. So it was really interesting. And then she began her mask phase not too long after.
I
Oh,
had two different mask phases.
okay.
Like I had the like right after I came out when I was like I need to look gay. And so I had my bob and I wore like sweat shorts that went down to like right below my knee or like right before my knee like
Mhm.
started. And I wore like a t-shirt with that and no makeup, but also as a baby. So like we'll give you some like credit on that. But I
Yeah.
really wasn't a baby. Like I in my journey, I was a baby and I still like looked like a baby, but let's be real, I was 16.
I mean, like you can't blame a 16-year-old for throwing on a Nike headband.
That fucking sports bra, I'm not kidding. Like, okay, like the gay people know that fucking Nike sports bra that's like basically a binder. And that thing like lived on me. Like, I did not even need, like, I needed a bra even less than I need a bra now. And that thing never came off. And then one day it just fucking disappeared. And I think it was God
Giving you a sign.
because it giving me a sign and not even like in a, like, you need to not be gay way, but in a way that like, get your shit together. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck are you
convenient.
wearing?
Yeah.
So we had that mask phase. And then I like turned into like heavy, like
No, you are giving so substitute teacher. No, yeah. We can't
with
forget.
my fucking like bulletin board in the
No,
back.
yeah. Indie phase. We can't forget indie phase.
We can't forget. And honestly, like, okay, so like a lot of it is awful.
Right.
Like, but I was looking at my archived and like the editing, like, no, but like this particular image and like this outfit, like, we kind of ate.
No. No, we
Like,
well, those pictures, like my okay, sorry, no hate. My solos ate down. Like I don't get they're still up. They're still up on my Instagram. Like they ate down. We
yeah,
had such a vision, and technically for the time we ate.
yeah.
We that was a crazy picture for you to pull up, but no, we lived our you have to tell the nipple story. You have to tell the nipple story, please.
No, because that is actually fucking humiliating for me. And like, I,
Tell it. Can I tell it?
yeah.
So that picture she just showed, me, Paige, and her had a photo shoot. My mom took the photos on like her phone. We all
This
just
was like when we were like, we would like text and be like, okay, we're taking pictures today.
yeah, like we get ready, get cute just to solely to take pictures, not to go
Mhm.
like which we need to bring back. I love doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but we went and we were taking pictures. This was the phase of Lydia not wearing a bra, period, like ahead of her time.
Well, this, no, but yeah, but like this was when I wasn't like confident in not wearing a bra and I didn't just own the like small titty like
Committee.
committee, the itty bitty titty committee, and I didn't just own it. And I like, I was still like heavily ashamed, but I wasn't wearing a bra because I was like, I'm different. I'm literally built different.
Right. Right.
And I genuinely think at this time, the only bra I owned was the Nike sports bra. So
But once
how
it
was I supposed to wear
disappeared,
that with that top?
no, and once it disappeared, you had no option. You had no bras.
Yeah.
I think I also dabbled and experimented also with the no bra thing.
Mhm.
I don't think I wore a bra at this exact photo shoot
Yeah.
because I was like, oh my God, this is the new wave, like
Hmm.
ultra feminism, like period. However, that doesn't work for my titty shape. So yeah. But Lydia, we took her picture, whatever. She posted on her Instagram, and we all three had just made drill team. We literally had just made it.
Literally just made fucking boot camp.
So she posts and then she captions the photo. Can you, I don't actually know what the caption was. Can you share?
Like in my head, like first let me preface. Honestly, I don't even know what was happening in my head.
It was like, I think it was also a wave of like being so real and so jarring and so funny, like made us different on the team.
Yeah. Like, well, also everything I was saying at the time was like solely for like I was baiting
Yeah.
for a certain someone.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, yeah.
And so like, and you want to know what? Took the bait. So fuck everyone.
They caught it. Hooked them. Yo.
Hooked them.
Yo.
But anyways, I was like I posted a picture and it was like a side view and I was like you have to say it. Like I can't.
I don't, it was something like something about your nipples out, but I can't remember what the phrase was.
I don't exactly remember it, but it was something about my nipples. And I was a freshman in high school and I had just made this like very conservative dance team. And
And she captioned the photo like something like pointy nipples. No, it was about pointy nipples. Pointy nipples check. That's she captioned it pointy nipples check. No, that's actually so funny. Like honestly, like
I know,
that's
like
actually
I
so
was
ahead
ahead
of
of my
time.
time. But I
Perfect,
got
actually.
a text message that night from a senior on the team. And it was just like,
Hey
hey
girl.
girl, like, I know you're new, but if the directors find out, like, I just like, I
Saw
don't
people.
know. Yeah, like, we don't really do that. Let's maybe take it down. And that was the first night I think I wanted to kill myself.
Because I remember we were like, no, you don't have to delete the post. Like, you could just edit the caption. And you were like, I never would have remembered that. That was the end of the indie phase, honestly. I feel like that's where the indie phase,
That beat it to the ground.
no, that, like, is honestly so pointy nipples check. No, that was like,
No, but
so,
like my bait worked so fucking well. Like, I don't know, like how honestly, I don't care anymore because like whatever, but like I did like the exclamation or I did like some emoji like in between every word. And this person I was trying to bait like commented that same thing. So
ah,
like the bait worked. Like I at the end of the day, like I got what I wanted out of it, but
at what cost?
at what fucking
At
cost?
what cost?
Like,
Um, wow. Okay. What were we? Oh, friendship breakup. Okay.
how
So,
did we get there? Oh, I showed the picture. Okay, yeah. Okay, moving on.
okay. So we this was when was it? It was December,
I don't
November.
know. It was sophomore year. I think it
Okay.
was the end of sophomore year,
Yeah, well, yeah, end of your sophomore, end of my junior. Like,
but whatever.
so we had a little friendship breakup in, yeah, end of her sophomore year, end of my junior year, and it was like pretty intense. It wasn't like we did because we didn't have one initial fight, did we?
No, like literally, so this is from my perspective.
Go off, go
This
off.
is how like I remember it is
Go off.
basically like there was some drama on our drill team and I was just like really like in a healing era. Like I was like really just like, you know what, like I don't do that. Like I was like really honestly like good for me. I was like sticking up like and but already I was having I think some like not issues with y'all, but like
Yeah.
we were like kind of distancing
No, yeah, we
naturally.
were quibbling. There were definitely some issues. I remember something that, okay, this is gonna sound like I remember I found out, I remember that you were snapping my ex-boyfriend. Yeah. Not not in like,
Not
no, okay,
like that.
not like that, but like,
I don't really remember this, so speak your truth.
no, like, no, I don't know why it just came up. Like, I swear to God, I haven't been like dwelling on this for years or
Hmm.
anything. Just kidding, I haven't. But I remember I looked at your phone and I saw his name on your Snapchat and I was like
Yeah,
snapping him. But obviously it was in a funny manner, like you're gay. And
but still, like that's like fucked up.
no, but like it was like all in a lighthearted manner, but like we were all victims. We were all victims. So like it's okay. Um, but yeah, no, there was like a lot of little things that I think just built
Hmm.
up. And then
This was also Reagan and the rest of our group was entering their bad girl era,
so true.
and I was not ready to enter
So true.
the baddie era.
So true. I completely forgot about Bad Girl Era.
So like
Honestly,
I think that for me, I was like, okay, like I'm not ready to be a bad girl, so I'm about to have to be like Jesus Christ and like
right,
save the whole fucking planet.
right. Fair enough. Yeah.
So like I kind of, grouped in with a girl on our drill team and we kind of band together and we were like, it's us against the world.
Yeah.
And that kind of like we just like broke off from there. Like you guys didn't really reach out, but like I didn't either.
Yeah. Yeah. And also I think there's a lot of like built up. I think the final thing was definitely we both were going out for the same, or I thought we were both gonna go out for the same social officer position. And
Hmm.
it's just a lot of like I
I was
was
like, this bitch is coming for me.
oh, I was like this cunt. Like we both were so mad at each other and like a lot of aggression, a lot of, whatever. So there was just like a lot of like final things that just like cut it off. And then
Hmm.
yeah, and we weren't friends for like how long? Like 8 months,
Yeah,
8, 9 months. Um,
almost a year.
yeah. And then I remember one time I randomly asked you to go thrifting. Or
Hmm.
you asked me, I can't remember. Yeah. And we learned a lot from it, I would say.
Hmm.
Um, because also I feel like with us, luckily, it's like once we were back being friends, like just her and like our whole group in general, it was literally like no time had passed. But also it sucked that we like lost like 9 months where we could have
Yeah,
friendship, but like we both grew a lot, I think, in that time where we were separated.
yeah.
Um, and so like
I
it was
think it was very beneficial to our friendship, honestly, like in the long run. Like
yeah,
it at least it taught me how much I value y'all and
yeah,
like it I think it also like for me, like I think it taught me like how to deal with conflict in general, like surrounding myself. Like when we first stopped hanging out, I was like, fuck them, like
yeah,
blah blah blah, like y'all were the issue in my head. And I think like through that time apart, like I could do a lot of like self-reflecting on like how I treat people and like how I was also a bad friend. And like I was able to kind of like mature in the way that like a lot of times, like most of the time, it's not a one-way street. Like,
yeah.
and I think
Everyone
I
plays a
kind of learned that. And I also learned like what I need to do in friendships, like what my natural thing to do is, but like it's not always like the right thing to do
period.
with how I like, and present and stuff like that. So like I think it was very beneficial, honestly,
Yeah.
as much as I wish we had that time together. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, we needed to go, like, I think we needed to, like, our group needed to go through that, like, bad girl era where we thought we
mm-hmm.
were the coolest bad bitches in the land. You needed to go through the
Yeah,
religious era.
yeah.
And I think we needed to experience different things so that we could come back together and be like, okay. Also, like, it's really interesting because I always knew whenever we were not friends, I always knew I was like, oh, we'll be friends in like however long. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
didn't know when the timeline was. We've discussed this, but like I didn't know
Yeah.
what the timeline was. Like I didn't know exactly when, but I was like, no, there's not a chance that that we're not gonna be friends again. Like definitely within high school. I was like maybe in the next few months or like year or whatever. But because like I've had so many friendship breakups and like usually
Mm-hmm.
I know when it's not gonna be resolved or it's not gonna come back together. And but that one I was like, nah, we're gonna figure this out. We have to
Which
grow.
was which was different than me because I think
Fuck
let
you.
me no, let me like I can't. Um no, I think the way I thought like goes hand in hand with like where I was with like learning about myself and like how I like slowly like learning that I was also the problem because when it first happened, like you can ask the people I was around, I was like, yeah, like we're never getting back together. Like,
Oh,
yeah, because I truly did think y'all were the problem. And
okay.
like in some
We definitely were in some way,
situations
for
like
sure.
you were but you were not the sole problem, like there was a lot that I did too, and so like but before I like took a step back and like really like did some like
Soul searching.
soul searching and like self-reflection, like I didn't think that we were gonna get back together, and that made I was upset about it. I wasn't like content with that, but like
Yeah,
you know
it's truly what you
but like after I kind of took a step back and I was like I literally remember like being in the car with my friend at the time, or like one of my friends, um and like we were talking kind of about the situation, and like I like clicked that like wow, like I do this and this, and like how those aren't like not even like specific, because there's like so many like specific fights or like situations we had that like I was specifically the problem, but I'm talking about like just like of our friendship as a whole, like the way I was like going about situations and like treating y'all, even if it was like unintentional, that like it kind of clicked in my head that I was like wow.
Yeah, a little come to moment. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I didn't have like, I would say like as crazy revelations, not saying that I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't I didn't need to, but I
Mm-hmm.
think I was like, I don't know. I realized after like I handled so many things wrong and like I mean we all just were
Yeah.
making mistakes and that's okay. We're back. We took a little break. You know the drill. Okay, what were we gonna talk about?
Gabe.
Okay. So yeah, back we kind of jumped from this topic, but Yubo. If you don't know what Yubo is, it is a under 18 basically dating. It's like a Tinder for teens. Okay. But it's like
Crazy concept.
yeah, it's marketed as like a way to meet friends, but like us like horny 14-year-olds were using it like to get play.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like switching between Wattpad and Yubo. Like those were my most used.
Um, and so obviously I dabbled, like duh. And
Duh.
it was during quarantine, like it was like coming out of quarantine when I was using.
Mm-hmm.
We also, oh my God, yeah, me, Lydia, and Paige, we all did the same option of like online school. Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
did like online together, and then we would like go in person to like our drill team like meetings or practices, whatever. So we would all have sleepovers like all the time because we would just like wake up and do online school together, which was lit. But um we I met this guy because one night me and Lydia and Paige were having a sleepover and we were like going on like Yubo lives or something. Like we were going on
Mm,
streams. And we joined this live stream. This is like insane actually. To this guy talking a person out of harming themselves, which is crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. He was like talking a person out of that. And we were like, oh my God, like what did we just join? Like this is crazy.
Mhm.
Um, and so then I shoot him a DM probably, and I was like,
No, you were like, I'm so proud of you. I remember.
ew, 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 this is
You're
the
like, you did such like a good job. Like, I really admire that. I'm being so real.
oh my God, this whole like situation. Oh, wait, I don't think I've told you there's like an update with this for some reason.
Really? Wait, how old were you?
15. Yeah. It was right before I turned 16.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
So
15.
then I would have been younger during pointy. Was this before pointy nipples?
This was during Pointy Nipples Gate. I'm pretty sure.
So then I would have been 14 during pointy nipples?
I think you were.
No, because I
You
turned
were
15 during
you were
COVID.
15. You were 15. You were 15. We both were
So
this.
you were, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You turned 15 in the beginning of that year. And then
Okay. So Nipplegate and Gabe were at the same time.
so yeah, so oh my God, I like TM'd I was like, I don't even know who you are, but like you are just like like fucking you. And then I was just like, wow, like I was infatuated with him. I was like, wow, like he's so like fucking savior complex. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Um, and then him and I started talking, and we talked for like maybe like a month. I don't know. We talked, and this was also during Lydia and I's ring making phase that I
Oh, those fucking
like we
rings.
used to make rings. I sold them at one point. I started selling them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we used to make rings, and I was gonna send him a ring because he lived like 45 minutes away, and obviously I couldn't drive at that point. So I was like, I'm gonna mail it to you. And he told me he told his mom about me and like all of this. Um, and yeah, and then he just started to like, we would FaceTime a lot, and then he just started to like cringe me out too much. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
so fucking icky, like, ugh. And so then I like broke things off with him. And then about a year later, I went to check his Instagram, duh. And so this is just me talking. And then I think I followed him on Instagram again because I was like, okay, wait, he's kind of cute now. And then
Trying to slide back in.
trying to slide back in. And we did slide back in, I think. I think we talked a little
Mm-hmm.
bit and then it just like fell off again because I was like icked out again. He's still icky. And then literally it is a theme every year since then, once a year. I follow him back on Instagram, or I follow him on Instagram. And then he usually follows me back. And then I unfollow him again. And this happens every year because every year he gets more attractive. And right now, yeah, I'm gonna send you a screenshot. Like he's kind of like cute now. Like he's actually like really cute. But last time I did this, I followed him and he only accepted my request, but he didn't follow me back. And then I found out because he had a girlfriend. And then I did it this year because he's like cute now. I did this like 2 weeks ago. I followed him. And then he followed me back. And I think the girlfriend had broke up. But I don't even know what I thought was gonna come from that. But I unfollowed him again.
Where
So
does he go to school?
I don't
Let's
fucking
dox him. The fuck?
I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, Yubo
Reagan
did.
has so moral of the story is Reagan has invisible string theory with Gabe.
Okay, we talked about something for about 10 minutes and then she decided she wanted to cut that whole part out. So leave a comment down below if you want to guess what it was about. Um, but we came up with a new topic. We've worked at the same restaurant together 3 separate times. Did you listen to my employment history part 2 episode that I posted? Probably not because you're a fake ass bitch.
I did not, but I would like you to know I do listen to majority of them.
Okay, that's fine. Just know that I clocked you. I started dying
No,
laughing thinking about
you
how
can.
you work there three separate times.
You what?
I started dying laughing thinking about how you've worked there three separate
Oh
times.
yeah. No, you can ask like people in my life right now. Like I've told them about this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Literally, look, my text to when I said what I was doing, I literally said like, "Oh, I'm filming a podcast," and he was like, "Oh, wait, is it for your friend?" Like he already knew. So like I've been talking about your podcast frequent.
Beautiful. Okay, awesome. Kind of pissed you said your friend. I feel like I have more of a title than that, but like what fucking ever, honestly. Um,
Well, sorry.
cool, we can move on. So we worked at so I talked about this in my employment history episode if you watched.
Mhm.
Um, and we worked at Chante together. I started working there, and then like I think literally like 3 months later or 2 months later, I got you
Yeah.
in there. And that first time of when we were working together was like bliss. Like that was so
Hmm.
because we would just be hosting together on like a Friday night and she would be drawing tattoos on me with a pen. Um, oh my God, we have to tell food poisoning story.
Yeah, like that's what we need to end on.
No, this is
Like
true.
moral of the story is like I quit three separate times and they wanted me back every time because honestly I was their best employee and you could speak to that.
Yeah.
They loved me, house boots,
House
and every time I didn't leave a 2 week notice and they still got me back.
period. I know that's right. We're gonna end off with my favorite story of like our friendship probably. So the night before Lydia and I had a shift together, I slept over. Me, Lydia, and Paige, obviously. And I went downstairs late at night, as I do, to get a little snacky. And it was like really dark in the kitchen, okay? And I see this little bag of cookies. Okay, I see this little bag of cookies, and I'm like, "Ooh, yummy!" And my fat ass eats all three of them. And like I said, it's dark. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
not like looking at these cookies, I'm not looking. Okay, I'm just eating them.
Hmm.
They were so good. In my head, they were really good. And then the next day we get to Chante, okay? We're working and we eat like our meal together. And then right after I eat the meal, I'm like, oh my God, like I think I have food poisoning. And I was like, there's no way it's from the Chante food I just ate. Like it wouldn't have been that
Hmm.
big and like I don't know. So then I go to the bathroom. And then I am in the bathroom for
A while.
a while, like a really long time. And I quite literally had fire coming out of my ass. Like literally like awful, like the worst, so bad. And I'm in there for probably an hour. And I'm texting Lydia the whole time because luckily there were both of us hosting.
Hmm.
Texting her while she's literally outside, and I'm like, I can't leave this bathroom. Like I literally can't leave this bathroom. Um, and I'm like, you have to tell our boss that like I need to go home because like I'm literally shitting blood. And
But before I told him, I was making, I was collecting paper towels and ice, and I was making and delivering Reagan cold homemade baby wipes for her asshole.
get you a friend that fucking does that. Like you're a real one for that. Like I like that is like really awesome. Like no, yeah, she was like she would deliver me a cup of like homemade iced baby wipes for my ass. And then yeah, and then I went home and then Lydia's mom texts Lydia or Lydia was telling her mom about like what happened.
Hmm.
And Lydia's mom texts a picture holding this bag of cookies out, like holding it up from the trash can and said, "Did she eat these last night?" And they were clearly cookies covered in mold.
I think the best part of it is they were like a snickerdoodle cookie and you thought they were chocolate chip. You were like, they were.
No, I thought they were ginger snap. Were they not ginger snap?
No.
This entire time I've thought they were ginger snap cookies.
Like, yeah. And you want to know what? Like, and the worst part about it, one might say, is a few days afterwards, you said they were so good. I would eat them again. Like, I remember you like saying something along the lines of like, it was worth it, or like something like that.
Honestly, I stand by that. They were great. I just remember eating them and being like, wow, these are really good. No, they were literally covered in white mold. And yeah, and she made me homemade ice pellets for my ass. So
Yeah. No, but when you left that shift, I was so pissed
yeah,
because I was like, and it was a busy shift after
it was
that.
so
And I
busy.
was like, and this was during the time where you were frequently like lying and calling out sick. And so
Yeah.
I was like, this bitch.
Yeah, and that was a short-lived time though, because I feel like the last 2 years of working there, I did not any shift that I scheduled myself for, I was working. I did not I quit
Hmm.
that shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
you did. You hopped on the grind, but like
yeah,
at that time, I was really carrying.
yeah, team carry, honestly.
Team carry, but you team carried when it mattered the most because you stayed.
Yeah, thank you. That's really affirming.
And every time I pulled a, it's not you, it's me. Oh my
Every
God. Actually, no, I didn't because some of my quitting, like every time I quit, like there was an allegation.
there was a criminal allegation that came with her quitting every time.
Every single time. The first time, my quitting history. I really want you to highly edit this video because like just
Okay.
imagine like my quitting history.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. But the first time I quit was because I still think I was like I know like y'all call my bluff, but I still think I was getting targeted by this older woman that worked with us because she wanted me so fucking bad. But whatever, like that was debunked, low key.
You both.
But I quit nonetheless. Then the second time I worked there, why did I quit? What?
Jesus.
I thought that was the third time.
No, third time was because you didn't get paid.
Oh yeah. The second time I quit was because actual allegations, like actually like I the first time I quit, I didn't tell my boss like why I quit. I was just like, oh, like it's just too much with school. But this second time I like said, I was like, yeah, I'm being fucking targeted. But I didn't name drop, but then like we are friends with like everyone that works there. And so like it came
It
out and
got around.
he
It got it.
and his other allegations came out and
It was a lot, honestly.
it
Like,
was a lot and he wanted me bad and like would like DM me and yeah, like I was like this man and like he wasn't even cute. So
you know what I just realized is that
it's not
literally,
problematic to say.
no. Um, I'm glad we got the final summer together.
Yeah.
We got the final summer because this past summer was the last time, and then I obviously they closed down or whatever, but
Yeah.
we got a final summer and then she quit that time because she was not getting paid in a timely
They
manner.
were withholding my check.
Yeah,
Rightfully so. Like once like you understand the lore and the situation, it's like okay, like
yeah.
take it. But at the time I was like, like I'm not gonna
Work for
work
free.
for free.
Period. Okay. Well, I think this has been quite the episode. I think we've talked and touched on many different topics.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
It was truly a joy.
Make sure to share this with all of your friends, you and the audience. Hope you enjoyed. I might be doing Zoom guests more often because it's actually really easy. Didn't realize that. Okay, everyone have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Do you want to say anything?
Follow me.
Yeah, yeah, shout out.
No, my account's private. Don't follow me. I probably have unfollowed you. Bye.
Period.